snacks.
Yo, 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 yo. What it do? What it do, Loading Snacks Universe? It's your boy Jokes. I got the homie Marcus in tow with me. And it's time for another edition
You
of the
heard?
Future Live. And we are
We
here.
live.
We live. And we here to talk about probably one of the biggest events of the year so far for wrestling. And that is AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling's Forbidden Door. Now, let me tell you how amped I am for this pay-per-view. I mean, even with all the changes that have happened probably within the last 72 hours, this show has been on the radar for some months now, and I am super excited. What about you, Marcus?
Oh, I'm amped. I'm ready. I can't wait.
Oh man, so this whole card has shaped up even with the changes that had to be made due to injuries and not being able to get here because of fevers and all this unforeseen jazz. We still have a very, very solid show that we're going to get tonight. So, Marcus, if you're ready, sir, I think we can go ahead and jump in on this. I'm gonna go ahead out there. And I'm gonna say this now. Like, I already know that my predictions are going to be solid, and I'm going to defeat you once again. But it comes time for these predictions.
I'm keeping track. This time I am keeping track. Mm-hmm. We're
Keep
we're
your
gonna
own
see.
track. Keep your own track.
I'm keeping it. I got my
That's
notepad
fine.
up. I got my notepad up. I got
Keep your
my
notepad up.
We making sure.
It's not gonna
making
matter.
sure.
I'm gonna win again. Sin's in the chat, and Sin knows from last time that what happened, and I guess we're going to continue that trend. So, are we betting the next pay per view on this? It's going to be the same
the
thing.
Actual
so,
next pay per view.
Look, you trying to cop out already? Hey,
I ain't
Sin,
copping out.
He trying to renege, my
I
dude.
ain't fooling you. You ain't send me your info. That's a sidebar conversation.
I messaged you, but we'll talk about that after.
You ain't send me the info. You
didn't tell me where, but we will get to that later.
You didn't tell me where. You the one that wants the payment.
See, my man Sin said, "Pay up, Marcus." But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna jump into this because we got 12 matches. So this is not gonna be a short pay-per-view at all, y'all. So we got 12 matches on the card. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with the pre-show. So we're gonna start with the buy-in. Because there's actually some solid cards on the buy-in, just like the main card. So let's go ahead and throw up. And of course, I have these in the order that I think maybe we'll see the show in. So we'll see how close I am to actually predicting what order the show is in. But I'll probably be completely wrong on that bet. But our first match of the night, we're going to have Gun Club and Max Caster versus the New Japan LA Dojo, the DKC, Kevin Knight, Alex Coughlin, and Yuya Uemura. Now, I can already tell you, we typically know it is, but we typically know, like in New Japan, the young guns typically always they don't win those initial in matches that they first get. But the LA Dojo has been solid with them having over here in the States and building up. So my first pick, sorry AEW, it's actually going to the New Japan LA Dojo. As solid as the Gun Club and Max Caster are, I think the LA Dojo is going to pull out this victory. What you got, Marcus?
Hold on, I'm typing in Jokes says
LA
Dojo.
I have my handy dandy notebook here. Oh, hey Sin, you know I'm crazy over it. I got a special notebook just to make sure I can take copious notes for wrestling. Got my Gundam handy dandy notebook out here. All right, you got your notes in there, my man?
Yeah, I got it in there. I'm gonna go with the Gun Club because they've been steady on a rise, and like there's literally nothing. Not I wouldn't say nothing, but I'm just gonna go Gun Club.
Gun Club. All right. Well, we're already starting out with two opposite predictions, so I'm liking where this is going already. All right, second match for the buy-in. We got Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland versus El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru.
El
Now,
Desperado.
I was gonna say I think me and you are on the same. I think we're on the same page with this match. Actually, I think because that's my pick, Desperado and Yoshinobu. Is that where are we both on the same page here?
I guess we are.
No. I'm wrong. Keith Lee. I'm tripping. Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. What the hell am I talking about? Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland are taking this match.
No, I foresee them losing and putting up.
You think they're gonna put it? Nah. I don't know what I was just thinking. No, Keith Lee and Swerve got this in the bag. I think they got this in the bag. So is this
We
is
shall
this
see.
another? So we got two separate ones again. Oh, buddy. All right. So I got Keith Lee and Swerve, and you got Desperado and Yoshinobu. So this is already starting to shape up to look like somebody's going to lose badly when this comes time for it.
But they're 12 matches. That's only 2.
It's only 2, but hey, those 2 make the difference. That only 2 of them will make a difference for us. And then the final match for the buy-in pre-show, we're gonna have the Factory's QT Marshall, let me say his name right, and Aaron Solo versus Hiroki Goto and Yoshi-Hashi. This one, this is a solid get here, but with Hiroki Goto on the field on this,
what up, Doc?
I'm putting my money in that basket. What up, Doctor Who? I'm putting my money in the New Japan basket on this one. What you think?
I mean, both are really good teams, but
they are.
I'm gonna have to edge it out for New Japan on this one.
New Japan as well?
Yeah.
I dig it. So that was the pre-show. Now, typically the pre-show, they're kind of those throwaway matches, but all three of these matches are going to be pretty solid on the pre-show. Now it starts at 7. I guess we're not going to get like any commentating or anything in the beginning because like these 3 matches all in themselves could take half of the pre-show by themselves. So I'm eager to see how these run out for it. But now let's go ahead. Let's move on to the main card. Let's go ahead. We're going to kick the show off. We're going to open the show off.
The appetizers are done.
Appetizers are done, and those are pretty good. So let's compare. Let's compare here. What do you have being the first match of the night?
We already know the IWGP is going to be the crowning jewel, so that's going to be last. I believe before that is going to be the Bullet Club versus the whatever that makeshift name that they decided to come up with. I don't know.
Don't know.
That's too. Yeah, I can't see it because there's so many. There's so many good matches. Like.
I'm gonna give you what I think is gonna open the night up, and that is the AEW, the brand new All Atlantic Championship match. This fatal 4-way between Malachi Black, Pac, Miro, and the substituting Clark Connors. Now, this was one match that got affected because originally it was supposed to be Tomohiro Ishii that was going to be in this match. But due to injury, they had to swap him out for Clark Connors. So, still solid, but he ain't Ishii. So I'm like, it's a loss, but I'm still okay with it. Who do you think is taking home the inaugural All Atlantic Championship?
I would say Malachi Black, but me is thinking Miro for some. I really think Miro is like the dark horse to come out of here and just like run with the gold, and then that will be his run. Because what was it? He had the TNT the TNT.
TNT. He had TNT. Mm-hmm.
He had the TNT. But then again, Malachi Black is like the hot thing right now.
I know, dude. These matches tonight are not making predictions easy.
And then there's Bastard Pack. All right, I'm gonna lock in Miro for myself. I'm not going to second
Miro,
guess it.
you got Miro. Uh, I'm putting my pick on what you just said, the bastard Pat, before you made your choice. I think it's time for my man. All of these dudes have proven that they are championship material. Miro's on his redeeming thing. Malachi and his stable have been killing it. Pat has been killing it. Clark Connors, unfortunately, I hate because you just got thrown into the middle of this. I don't think you're going to pull
Yeah.
this one out. Like, you're awesome, dude, but I don't think you're going to pull this one out. And I think with Malachi, the only reason why I don't think Malachi is going to pull this out, I would love to see these trio tag titles show up because they deserve to get those belts put on them. Oh, hold on,
Frank,
we got a prediction.
that could happen. That could happen, Frank.
That could be that could definitely be a sure thing. All the matches on this card, for all we know, we're gonna open up the match. I know you said this will be further down. We could open up with the IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
Right?
You open with that, and then you close with the AEW Championship. That's a solid anchor and show that you could have right there for it. So I don't know. It could go either way. But all right, so Miro and Pac are our choices on that. And like no, we could be so wrong on these matches because oh man, I'm expecting some.
We have what like 5-6 hours before
probably
the show
so.
start?
I'm scared
and something could change. Something could change.
I'm scared that something else is going to change. I'm just happy for the most part everybody's over here already and set to go. But oh man, these last changes have been coming rapid fire. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and move on to the next match that I think probably is going to light up the show. But that is Chris Jericho, Minoru Suzuki, and Sammy Guevara versus Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta, and Shota Umino.
I'm sorry, Chris. I can't pick you right now. Like
really,
I don't. I can't see it. Like Sammy's hot, but he's not like how hot it was when he was champion hot. Like they kind of just all right. We're just gonna put you back in under Jericho because we can't do nothing right now with you. So that's why I gotta give it to the other homies.
Kingston and crew.
Yeah, because you gotta remember Jericho just won the shave match. Just like
that don't make a difference. Last week.
Yeah, it does. It's all part of Eddie Kingston's stable. So I'm going Eddie Kingston.
Dog, we are all over the place now. I'm sorry. I'm giving this to Jericho and Squad. I'm sorry. With Suzuki on that team right now, I'm like, Suzuki is going to kill all of them. Eddie Kingston and Minoru Suzuki in the ring together is going to be fire. Like, these two dudes are just going to slap and beat the holy crap out of each other. I'm looking forward to that matchup the most inside of this 6-man tag match. Even though Jericho just barely narrowly escaped getting his hair shaved in that last match, I think he's going to pull off another solid W. And I'm going to tell you now, with Jericho Appreciation Society out there, interference in this match is going to be real. I don't think there's not a way that one of them doesn't come down and just interrupt this match. So I think the favor is definitely stacked in Jericho's corner. Don't get me wrong, Eddie Kingston, he got the Combat Club out there, but I don't think Mox is going to come down. Mox is like, you can handle your own. If you get your ass whooped, oh well, just take it. We'll deal with it later.
Well, he's in a whole different stable right now, a whole different faction. So,
hey, but they good friends. They friends beforehand. So who knows? But yeah, I'm thinking Jericho and Squad is gonna take this victory. Like, there's just too much extra stack in Jericho's corner, and I think he's gonna have that edge out there for it. So that is another one that we are split on. This, Oh man, someone's gonna lose this in a landslide. This is not looking good. All right, next match. We got another championship on the line here, and this is the winner takes all: the IWGP World Tag Team Championship and the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship with FTR, Jeff Cobb and the Great O'Khan, and Roppongi Vice. So I think this match is about to set us up for something fierce. Like, I don't know about you. I felt a little bit weird the fact that only 2 of the 3 tag belts were actually involved. I almost felt like the third set should have been in here and like legitimately winner takes everything. But I have my reasons on why this will be. So my pick for this is going to be FTR.
God damn it! I knew you was gonna say that because that's like FTR is gonna come out with the goal because they're gonna go because they already have ROH and so they're already in between the brands, so it only makes sense that they'll win and go back and forth.
To do, I think, because it'll be good also too. Because think about it, they win the belts. Because even if let's say Jeff Cobb and Great O'Khan won, let's say they won and took the belts, we probably won't see the tag team IWGP belts defended for a little while because we're getting ready to go into the G1. So I think FTR taking these belts is going to be the best possible outcome here, and have those, and then of course lead up, and then they have another rematch with the Young Bucks, and then we do get that true everyone takes those belts, because at least for once somebody's going to have all 3 of these major tag team championships. It is going to be an FTR. After all these years, has proven that they are worthy of holding all these tag team championships. So I'm putting
of gold.
Oh, procurement of gold. They're going to drip in it. So we're in agreement here. It sounds like, so we're in agreement that FTR is going to take the victory here. Cool. As much as I would love to see Cobb and O'Khan take it and run with it, like, nah, FTR for me just makes the absolute most sense out of this match.
Hey, bot, get out of our chat. You bot, go away.
It's like, yes, we would love to be famous, but not at the cost of you. So let's go ahead and we're going to move right along. Now, this is probably one of those matches that everyone was originally looking forward to. And unfortunately, this was another one that got affected with an injury. So we have Zack Sabre Jr. versus his mystery opponent. Now, originally, his opponent was supposed to be Bryan Danielson. But unfortunately, he's not medically cleared to participate in Forbidden Door or Blood and Guts. So at least for the next week, 2 weeks potentially, we won't have him in this match. So this was supposed to be a very technical wrestling match that we were going to see on the stage.
Cesaro, whatever he calls himself now.
Is
Cesaro, now King of the
Claudio, whatnot ever. So first, let's do this first so we know you're leaning in that direction. Would it be Zack Sabre or his mystery opponent? Let's start with that. Which one is going to win the match?
I'm gonna go mystery opponent. I'm gonna go Dark Horse mystery opponent.
Cool. No, I'm in the same boat there too. Now this one has a 2-parter. This is the 2-parter, but I think it doesn't really make a difference. I think we're on the same page with this. Who is going to be the mystery opponent? And as you said, Cesaro, aka Claudio, whatever he decides to go by in this.
Yeah.
So originally, when Daniel was originally saying which person, he was like, the person's very technical. I was thinking it was going to be Jonathan Gresham. Like, that was when he started talking technical. That was the first person that came to my mind that was going to end up replacing him in this match. I couldn't put my finger on anybody else that would get as technical as Gresham would. But then Claudio, aka Cesaro, whichever one you want to call him, started started coming up in the mix for it. And I was like, I could see that. I can see that. But then I'm going on the assumption too that I almost think that we're both wrong on this, and this is going to be somebody that we are not expecting at all. And I can't think of anybody else right now that's as technical as a Zack Sabre Jr. And I'm going outside of the AEW walls. I'm going outside of the New Japan walls, and I'm just trying to put somebody in those shoes that could fill it. And I can't think of anybody else that is on a technical level as them.
Well, that is allowed to compete. If AJ could do it, he would do it. That's not going to happen.
Nah,
or
that's not going to happen.
Finn would have been amazing. Been an amazing match.
Finn could have been cool. I still don't. As good as Finn is, I don't necessarily call him a technical masterpiece that you could have like a Zack Sabre Jr. So I don't know. So I don't even if he wasn't in WWE, I still don't even think he would be the one to pick for that. But Cesaro could be pretty solid. I don't necessarily when you think of like super technical wrestling, Cesaro's good, but I don't know if I necessarily put him in that same bucket that I would with Zack Sabre Jr. Now, if we were a few years ago, William Regal would be a solid choice. But
it would be a solid choice if he was like 15 years younger.
Yeah, but no, it won't be William Regal. He definitely has proven he is a technical wrestler and he can execute on all points when it comes time for it. But him competing on the stage with Zack Sabre Jr., I don't think he quite would be able to keep up with them right now. So that one I put on it. But same way, you're on the same playing field. Gresham, bring Lee Moriarty along. That could be an option. But I'm still like Cesaro is the number one, but I think everybody is playing off of just the hype that has been coming with him possibly showing up somewhere. I almost don't want to think it's him. But you know what? I'm going with him just because of all the pomp and circumstances been coming around him. But Tony Khan, I like my man's thinking and how he plans stuff out, and he's going to swerve all of us. And
wait, I don't know if Johnny would be considered a technical wrestler.
Johnny Elite or Johnny Impact?
No,
which one? Which one? No. Oh, Gargano?
No, not Gargano.
Ooh, I forgot all about. Ooh. I forgot about good old Johnny Takeover. I'm doing this. I'm making a switch. Johnny Gargano.
Chat. I just want on record that if he picks Johnny, it's because of what I just said. I should bonus point if it turns out to be right.
No, you don't. You have to pick him.
Yes, I do.
So, okay. So you're picking him too.
Because No. I deserve a bonus point if I'm right because you are literally changing it because of my idea. Because I
forgot about Johnny Gargano.
Of course you did. I did it.
We'll get an extra point. But you didn't originally pick him. You picked Cesaro. So no.
You'll get I want Cesaro. I want the King of Swing. I want to see this man do swigs. I want it. I want to see him do his whole thing. European flying uppercuts. All of it. I need it.
The only other reason I would have liked him, like he would have been a perfect fit for the All Atlantic Championship. Like that would have been a nice addition to that mix. I think he would have played in, but Johnny Gargano, yeah, I think so. We're good. That's our mystery opponent, Johnny Gargano.
Yes, I'm gonna stick with Cesaro just to be different.
You're gonna stick with Cesaro. You just want to hope. All right. So we got Johnny Gargano. It's Cesaro, the King of Swing. So I think those are two solid. I think both of those are solid. Gargano's definitely a better technical wrestler, I believe, in comparison to it. I could be wrong, but I think he's the solid choice for it. All right, good chat there. So let's move on. So got another championship match. The show is stacked with title matches.
Oh wait, you didn't say who do you think would win though?
Oh, sorry, the mystery opponent. I think
Okay.
that whenever there's a mystery opponent, I think that's just solid. So mystery opponent.
Okay.
Now let's try that again. We're going on to the AEW's
Tony Storm.
Women's World Championship match from Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm. And it sounds like you already put your pick out there. You said Tony Storm?
This time we remember this match.
Oh no, we went on with the fine tooth comb. So you got Tony Storm. I don't know. I think Thunder Rosa is gonna pull this one out. I think Thunder Rosa, she's been defending pretty well. But I don't see Tony Storm as being the one to dethrone her. I don't think she's the one.
The reason why I believe is because they're trying to build Tony Storm as the face to Britt Baker. So to get her to that level, she has to beat someone of that caliber.
I
Because
respect that.
so that's my logic behind it. Because of course you have Jade going against like Ember and like there those two factions and everything with Mia Yim and everything. So that's why I believe that she'll come out on top. It's because I don't think she's 12-1,
Sounds
9 and
about
1.
right. I'm
So
pretty
yeah,
sure. I know it's one. I know she's only lost one.
yeah. So that's what I think. But I'm just going to assume you're going to pick Thunder Rosa. So
Yeah,
we're gonna go on to the next.
I'm picking Thunder Rosa. You and Sin are actually in agreement on Tony Storm. I guess crazier things have happened, but nah. I think Thunder Rosa is going to pull this one out. Um, I think she's going to be able to retain one or two more times, but I think we're going to see her end up losing. I don't think it'll be Britt Baker, but I think it'll be somebody else. But I don't think Tony Storm is going to beat Thunder Rosa in this match. I think we will get to see who the next in line to go against the championship match is. So I think at the end of this, somebody's going to either come out and attack Thunder Rosa, or they're just going to walk out and stand at the top of the stage. So I don't have the rankings in front of me right now to see who's next on that list after Tony Storm would be, because she'll lose and of course go to the back of the line, and somebody else will make their way up. But all right, we got another split. This is going to be an interesting night. I can see one of us is going to be crying at the end of this.
I
Now,
mean, I don't cry, so it ain't gonna be me.
well, you picked some of the same matches as me, but what if you got all your answers wrong? The ones that you didn't pick that we picked to someone. What if you got everything wrong?
So the top contenders is Tony Storm, the Nyla Rose, Chris Statlander, Serena Deb, and Britt Baker. And Chris Statlander is already in a feud with Jade.
Mm-hmm. So she'll probably go towards the TBS. So
And
then,
Britt is in and Britt is in a feud. It's not a feud with Tony. Kind of, not a
kind of,
lot.
yeah. Jade, which I think would be an interesting thing. She's going to stay undefeated for a good while, and I think she's going to end up trading in the TBS championship for a shot. Like they haven't made any type of stipulations like that or anything like that. You could trade in the belt for like a championship opportunity for the actual women's championship, but I think she's going to end up doing. Yeah, oh yeah, we know Plan C that she may end up doing something along the lines of that.
That's for you up on the screen for the folks who want to know the rankings. That's the rankings.
Oh, sweet. Let's go ahead and let's grab this right quick. Actually, let's grab this and throw this up right quick, so everybody can get a quick little look on here. Let's upload.
These are the current rankings of 3 days ago.
I love AEW for this because this makes things a lot easier. But yeah, so Tony Storm, Nyla Rose, Chris Statlander. If anything, Chris Statlander probably would be the next one. I could definitely see her doing it.
But she's starting in line. Like Nyla Rose is the next contender.
Nyla really hasn't, like, she's been interfering and doing a couple things, but other than that, well, but she's in line. So you know what? The ranking system is here for a reason. It's here for a reason. So that would be right. So we will see. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next match. Now, this one is another one. Unfortunately, was changed due to not being able to come into the country. So we have the Bullet Club versus. Now, before I say this, I'm going to. I don't know who came up with the name for
Dudes with
Sting,
attitudes.
Darby, and Shingo, but dudes with attitude. That you guys didn't need to
They
do
could
that.
call themselves the Scorpions for all I care.
I don't know. That one could have worked better. But yeah, Bullet Club versus Dude with Attitudes. Now we are missing Hiromu, who was originally supposed to be in this match paired with Dudes with Attitude. Unfortunately, due to him having a fever, he couldn't make the trip over to the States. So Hikuleo ended up being just at ringside now with the match. So that would have been cool to see. I do think now I'm gonna try this again. I do think we're in agreement for this one, if I'm not mistaken. Are we in agreement for this one? Yes, we are. Bullet Club is gonna take this victory. So yeah, we are in agreement for this. But like right now, I'm stuck on the dudes with attitudes thing. Like I just don't know where that even came from. Because originally, when they first posted it, it was everyone's names listed individually, and then all of a
Like
sudden,
that's too long. We can't put that on posters.
I'm like,
that's literally
so
that's a marketing thing. It's a marketing thing. It's like there's too many names. We can't put that on posters or flyers. Yeah, change that.
Change that. So dudes with attitude. I don't know. I feel like there's a better name out there that they could have probably put together for it. Scorpions, I think, even would have fit better, but it is what it is. All right, so we got Bullet Club. Both of us taking the victory on that one. So let's go ahead and we're going to move on to another championship match. One that actually to me it's going to be very intriguing to watch. And this is for the IWGP United States Championship between Will Ospreay and Orange Cassidy. Now,
I want Orange Cassidy to win so badly. I want him to win
I do
so
too,
badly.
But he's not. So it sounds like we're in agreement that Will Ospreay is going to win this match. So now, here's a bonus.
Wait, but yeah, his faction, Orange Cassidy's faction, is broken up doing multiple things, and it's one of he got injured again, didn't he? What's his name? The other guy that used to be with Trent.
Oh,
the original
Best Friends. Yeah, I believe so. So. He could return and help out. Nah, I think he had to have major surgery. Nah. I don't remember.
Yeah, he had a major surgery.
But
it was like back surgery or something, or leg surgery.
Something like that. So, all right, so we're in agreement for Will Ospreay. So now this one, I do have a bonus. There's a bonus part that goes with this. Now,
you and these bonuses.
Hey, I'm trying to help both of us out here potentially. One of us make a wrong decision, we can get this extra bonus point. Now, previously, Juice Robinson was the United States IWGP champion. Unfortunately, due to appendicitis, he had to be stripped of the title, and that's the reason how we got into this point right now. But the last few weeks, we have not seen the actual championship belt. Does the belt actually show up at Forbidden Door, or are they going to just crown a victory and neither one of them gets the championship?
With everything going on, I think it would just be like a title will probably get it on like their show, but not like the pay-per-view.
Because Ospreay is the champion, so he just hasn't had the belt. I think the belt will show up. You gotta show the belt.
Since this is a huge view, if they don't, it'll be like, what?
Oh, facts.
I've been champion and I don't have a belt. Hey, Sin, you know what? You can 1v1 me in the crucible, damn it. Yeah, so
Right,
yeah.
so
So yeah, I'm gonna change it. I think they'll bring out a title of some sort, even if it's just like a
you're changing it
cardboard
because of what I said.
belt. No, I'm
What?
changing because of what
No,
Sin said. Sin gets
because
the
it's going
bonus
to be a
points.
no. They're going to bring. They're going to
Cardboard
give this
belt.
belt. So we're both in agreement here. I think the belt will show up because there's no way you want to have that on stage. Like you can't bring it. So I don't know if Ospreay is going to wear it out or if it'll be just sitting there ringside. I think he'll wear it out. Like they have to get him a belt. Whether they got it back from Juice, hope get well real soon, my dude, or if they have a second backup. I don't know. Maybe it's time for a new version of the belt. But yeah, they got to show that. So cool. So we got an agreement on the bonus question there. So that could redeem. Well, we're either both wrong or both right. So that could be a definite redeeming factor there for it. All right. So let's move on to what I think is going to be the sub main event of the night. And probably, honestly, this is probably going to be my favorite match. But that is for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship between the champion Jay White, Hangman Adam Page, Kazuchika Okada, and Adam Cole, baby. Now, we've been asking,
and by Bullet Club,
yes,
I'm talking about Jay White. For those, so none of y'all get confused because there's literally 2 Adams and 3 of the people used to be, well, 2 members used to be in Bullet Club. So let me just go ahead and say, Switch is going to reign supreme.
I 100% agree. Jay White is going to retain that belt. Now, let me tell you, we've been talking for a very long time about this dude Okada. Like, it finally took Forbidden Door for him to finally walk through. I was for sure this dude was going to come through a lot sooner than what he did. But let me tell you how when he finally showed up last week, I was so amped. Like, this has been long overdue.
Okada!
When that coin dropped, like everybody in the arena lost it. Because now, granted, there's still some people that are not familiar to New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I feel bad if you have not watched New Japan Pro Wrestling. I know that's what this is. The whole point is to get those eyes on it. But Okada is the best that New Japan has to offer from over there. This dude has, what would you say his reign now is at? Is he at 6 or 7 now, I believe, for holding the IWGP Heavyweight Championship?
I think so.
It's got to be because he's beaten Omega, he's beaten Naito, he's beaten Jay White. I actually saw that live. I did not think that was actually going to change hands over here in the States. I believe he's got to be at least on his 6th or 7th reign. This would, if he were to win this, it would make, I think, 8. But this match definitely has the potential to be the best match of the night.
He's been IWGP Heavyweight Champion 5 times, G1 Climax 3 times, New Japan Cup 2 times, Best Bout once, IWGP World Heavyweight Championship 1 time. He's had 7 successful defenses. No, cool. Correction, 12.
That sounds about
right. And he's the longest reigning champion history for 720 days.
Oh, I'll never forget that. That was probably because I really got into New Japan around Wrestle Kingdom 9, I would say. And so he had just started coming into his own at that point. So, yeah. I would like to. It would be nice to see him get the victory, but nah. Jay White's taking this one. Jay White's going to hold on to that belt for a little while longer.
Hashtag Bullet Club for life.
Bullet Club for life. Cool. So we're in the same boat
Whoop
there.
whoop. Too sweet.
And now let's get to the main event. There's no two ways about it. This is going to be the main event of the night. Um, this has been building for some time now. These two guys somehow have they've made run-ins with each other, but we're really having the big match for them right now. But we have the AEW Interim World Championship between Jon Moxley and Hiroshi Tanahashi. Now, for those that aren't familiar, you see how this does say interim AEW Championship. So the current champion is CM Punk. Unfortunately, after he won the championship, he actually suffered an injury and he had to have surgery on his foot. So, in a cool way, I like kind of what Tony Khan did. He did not have to relinquish the title. They're just going to crown the interim champion, and once CM Punk is fully healed and ready to compete again, the winner from this match will face CM Punk, and we will become the undisputed AEW champion. I don't know if we'll get a new belt. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure we'll stick with the same belt.
Nah, it would just be a different name.
It'll just probably be the undisputed championship at that point. But yes, sir, go ahead and demo that off for everybody. I will go ahead and make my pick on this one. Hiroshi Tanahashi is going to take the AEW championship. I'm amped for that. That's my pick for this match. Who do you have, Marcus?
I also had Tanahashi winning only because it's going to set up for Kenny Omega's return.
That was actually the bonus. I like that we're on the same page here. So I got your answer on that one. So I think this show, regardless of some of the outcomes, win or lose, is going to have eyes from both sides of the Pacific looking in and out. For those in Japan that are not familiar as much with AEW, the eyes are going to be on here, and vice versa, AEW to watch in New Japan. Hiroshi taking this championship and going back to Japan and flashing it off, showing it off is going to be an absolute amazing thing for both companies. I have no doubt that he's going to walk away with this victory. This is going to be an awesome match. I wanted to lead that originally into the bonus question. Marcus, you kind of answered it already, and that was going to be: does Kenny Omega show up tonight?
Yeah, I think he will show up. He won't get physical, but
Mm-hmm.
I believe that music's gonna drop or the lights is gonna fade out, and then boom, he's gonna be there. And
I'm for it. So,
I have a bonus. I have a bonus for you. Will he be
ooh, he
wearing
got his
Bullet
own
Club
bonus
or
question.
Elite gear?
Ooh, mm. I mean, they're technically one and the same, but I'm going to say he's going to be in Bullet Club gear. I think he'll.
And then I have a second bonus. Is he going to have gray hair?
Oh, you mean all right? So hold on. Let me write down these bonus questions. So Kenny Omega showing up. So we're both in agreement. Yes.
Yep.
All right. So we got two yeses. Bullet Club gear. Was that two yeses on that, or did you have the other side?
Yep. No, come on now. I already know he's gonna be a Bullet Club gear.
All right, so that's two yeses there. And does he have the silver hair, the gray hair, whichever one you? Nah, I don't think he's gonna have the traditional silver Bullet Club appearance that he had before. I don't think he's gonna do that.
I think he will.
You think he's gonna have it? So we'll split that decision. Silver hair.
Yep. Silver, gray, however you want to color it.
Whichever way you want to color it. I dig it. Like it's about time. Like I know he's working to get well. Like from all the injuries that he's sustained, he's finally working through it. I would be so happy to see Kenny Omega back. Regardless if it's in a World Heavyweight Championship standpoint or if they end up just introducing those trio tag belts, and my man is part of a trio somewhere in the mix for it. I'm waiting on that. But overall, this show is stacked. I don't care which way you look at it. With all the changes and everything that has happened, this show right now is one of the best shows of the year that it's looking like. And not to mention things that we don't know that's going to happen, potential other people that may show up, maybe setting up for something else. Like Tony Khan has already come out and said that they're already looking at Forbidden Door 2, and this joint hasn't even happened yet. So I don't know if you can consider it to be Forbidden Door once this door has already been opened. So I think we got to come up with another name at that point for it. Like once you knock down the door, that should be it. But
The
I think
Forbidden Window.
really, really. But I feel like the next show, though, whatever they do, will be on New Japan stage, which will be pretty cool. So whether it's maybe a tie-in with Wrestle Kingdom, maybe we get another stick with the 2-night Wrestle Kingdom event, and maybe half of it is dedicated to AEW New Japan doing their crossover, and then the other half, of course, is just your traditional Wrestle Kingdom show that'll go on for it.
Doesn't New Japan have a pay-per-view called Forbidden Kingdom?
Nah, I don't think so. Something with no. Well, Wrestle Kingdom is the big
Yeah, I know
show.
Wrestle Kingdom.
I don't think there's another one.
If they do, like, instead of doing like Forbidden Door 2, they could just call it like Forbidden Kingdom, because it's Wrestle Kingdom and the Forbidden Door in one thing, instead of calling it Forbidden Door 2. I don't know. Play on words. I'm pretty sure
play
they'll
on
think of
words,
something.
but maybe also it depends on maybe what MCU movies are, because like I like the whole setup with it's like the portal, like the Doctor Strange opening the portal up type of thing that they did for it. It's pretty clean. But I'm amped for this partnership to grow. Unfortunately, there's some matches that we can't get because of other agreements between like AAA and what is it,
Mm-hmm.
CMIL or whichever the
Yeah,
Spanish
that long acronym.
promotion.
Yeah.
Um, Unfortunately, we were looking at finally seeing Andrade rejoining back up with Lij, but we saw how upset he was when he announced that he's not even competing at Forbidden Door because of the agreements that he has with AAA and competing in AEW New Japan. So, long story short, y'all, New Japan doesn't apparently bang well with AAA and over there, so they don't want none of their stars on the show together. So it's sad because there was so many potential matches that we could have had, but I get it. Certain business things always come into play. I hope Tony Khan helps them work that out. I think he's the guy to do it because when it comes time for partnerships, this dude is doing it right now on all cylinders. So um, I'm hoping they can resolve that because Lij reunion is something I truly want to see with Andrade. And I think it's worth it for it. But sir, I think we got our predictions locked in here. Um,
Yes.
just off the beginning of these pick guys, it sounds like one of us is going to win this in a landslide because we had a lot of different picks this week on these. So I'm amped for this show. If you guys haven't ordered it, I would say go ahead, order it, get your stuff set up so you can just start watching it. Pre-show you'll be able to watch without ordering. It'll be on YouTube, it'll be on Facebook. Like they'll put that out there for everybody to watch. So 3 solid matches you're gonna get on the buy-in. But the main show though, like I wish I could have been in Chicago to see this live because this is about to be an amazing show. I got to give props to Tony Khan because I haven't been sized on constant pay-per-views I think in a very long time. Like he has put these pay-per-views in places where I have just been excited for every single one that they presented so far. I don't think there's been one that he's done so far that I've been disappointed in. Can you think of one that's been a letdown in AEW as of right now.
Nope.
I can't think of anything. Like, obviously we have matches that we can say necessarily weren't our favorites or whatnot ever, but so far AEW has been on point with their pay-per-views. And I think them not happening every single month too also helps with that. So I mean,
We still have the wallpaper up.
You said what?
I just realized we still have the wallpaper up. They can't even see us, or they can't see me.
They can't see you.
Oh no.
I don't know what you're talking about, my dude. That joint's not up. But I'm amped. I'm gonna get ready and prepare. I'm probably gonna watch AEW from last week. I don't know, watch New Japan, get ready for the night. Figure out what snacks are gonna be on deck. You know, we gotta have snacks for the show. I don't know what I'm gonna have just yet, but tonight, if you're a wrestling fan, I would say this is gonna be a show that you'll want to check out and not miss, because I can already tell there's going to be some things that we don't know about that's going to happen. I just hope there's no bad changes between now and 8 o'clock tonight, because the show has been peach Pop-Tarts. Hey,
that's not the move.
I have right now the Snickerdoodle Pop-Tarts, which I'm holding on to because we're supposed to do a snack bite, but you don't know how bad I want to open one of those and eat it. Like, Snickerdoodles, oh my gosh, absolute favorite. Sin, speaking of, we need to get you your care package with your Snickerdoodle cookies, your Mountain Dew, and your chips. We got to figure that out.
Hey, if it's not from Landover Mall, I don't want it.
Well, that means you don't want anything because you got a time machine.
Maybe I do. I'll just have to go through the door.
I don't know. I go to Forestville Mall right now. I'm a little more realistic right now. I'll go to Forestville Mall and get some Snickerdoodle cookies right now. But if you got the time machine, we can go back to Landover Mall. I mean, you say, what's inside? What's inside a Snickerdoodle? It's a Pop-Tart that's got Snickerdoodle cookie in it, is what I'm guessing. I don't know how they do it, but
Snickerdoodle filling.
It's got the I guess you could say the spice, whatever you want to call it, on top. Hey, we can do it with BlurCon, but
the like, brown sugar, cinnamon.
I don't know. BlurCon's still like 2 weeks away, and I don't know if I'll make it 2 weeks. Them Jones sound like they're gonna be fire. I'm gonna be highly upset if them Jones are not good, but I think we're in a good spot. I think we can go ahead and shut things down. Guys, we appreciate you coming and joining us for this Forbidden Door prediction show. You heard it. It's on the line again. So whichever one of us comes out on top with these predictions, loser's going to buy the next one to pay-per-view. So, Marcus, I'll send you my
AEW
pay-per-view. I'll say AEW. Yeah, don't try to cheap out and say WWE, because I don't need you to pay for
I didn't say WWE. Whoa. I don't want to do that either way.
Oh. Iverson was a superior cookie. Forestville was closed for a second. Now, I worked over there at Iverson, so there was a point where I was getting those cookies over there. I still prefer the Forestville Snickerdoodles to the Iverson Mall ones, but I'll take what I can get. So I may even you can DoorDash them Jones now. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. I don't feel like driving out there today. But guys, appreciate you joining in with us. If you got your predictions, if you didn't share them in here, go ahead. Drop them on one of the posts from the show, because we want to match up all of our predictions to see who's going to be the closest to having a perfect show. We haven't gotten there yet, Marcus, but one of these days, we're going to get a perfect show, and that's going to be the one. My man Sin, Forestville for the win. Dog, Snickerdoodle. Oh man, sounding like Snickerdoodle cookies. Maybe the snack of Forbidden Door. I don't know. Maybe we get the Forestville ones and the Iverson Mall ones, and we put them together in a box, and we just eat them together. Forbidden Door, I don't know. We'll work that out.
That's not how that works. There's still the same cookie.
No, there's a difference. Don't you insult the cookie. There's a difference. But guys, we appreciate you joining. Stay tuned later in the week. You'll get a recap. The finisher recorded we're going to do is going to be a recap of the event. We'll give you some of our impressions because this show has all the potentials of being one of the best. Yes, boo. I would love I think we may have to make a move. I don't want to leave the house, but we may have to. I don't know. But guys, appreciate you taking the time to stay with us. We're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. For Marcus, this is your homie Jokes. Forbidden Door is here. If you haven't ordered pay-per-view, order it because it's gonna be a banger tonight. But until then,
wait, Jokes, before you go, you gotta say the outro. You gotta say the outro.
I'm not doing Gage's outro.
Jokes, you got a job to do.
What you want? Why you got to do this? Why you got to do this?
Because I know he's watching. If I don't do it, he's gonna be like, I'm slacking. Hashtag
I still can't do it. Let's hear you say it then.
No, that's your thing.
Exactly.
My thing is, this is your boy Trinidad NG of OV Corporation, where a victory is not a victory unless it's an overwhelming victory. Always remember to bake the boss. And with that, we're out for life.
I don't know about that, but we catch you later.